What is going on, guys? Zora here, and thank you again for coming and watching another video about tips and tricks. So this time, at the time of me recording this video, it is 2018. It is officially the new year, and it is insane. You know, it's kind of crazy to think about how quickly this year is gone. 2017 I felt like just started, and here we are in a new year, a new time, starting a new career or goal or anything, really. Whatever you guys are starting, it's starting anew, it's starting fresh. So guys, I just want to give you a small update. I'm gonna have videos dropping. My goal for this, my New Year's resolutions, my goal for this, for YouTube and just for you guys in general, is to release a video every Friday and a tips and tricks video every single week. That's a total of 2 videos, and sometimes I may even release a third. So guys, definitely stay tuned. I've got a lot of content coming. I'm going to be getting a lot better. I'm continuously growing, and I want to continue to expand upon not only my talents, but the things in which I can help you guys grow in. That's why I always ask you guys for comments. That's why I'm always trying to be interactive with you guys, because I want to know how I as a player, how I as a streamer can help you guys grow and learn and become better in Call of Duty. So guys, today is going to be kind of a sensitive matter. It's going to be a little tricky, and it's going to require a little bit of work on your part. Now, this is again going to help you become a better player. I guarantee that. I promise you that. It's helped me become immensely better. It's going to help you become better at what you're doing. Not just playing objectives. If you want to be a streamer, not just becoming better at streaming, but just overall, if you love Call of Duty, it's going to help you become better. So we're going to be talking about sensitivity. And like I said, sensitivity is a very sensitive matter. There's no pun intended. It's a very, difficult matter to kind of assess. Some people think it's so easy where you can just kind of go into a lobby and you're just like, hey, I'm going to put it on 5.5 and that's good. Well, you can play on 5.5, but what if that's not the right sensitivity for you? What if you could be better? What if have you ever thought that maybe that, hey, I feel like my player moves too slow, or hey, I feel like I'm moving way too fast? That's because your sensitivity is not at the optimal place. In this video, I want to help you guys understand not only what sensitivity is, but also how to get it to the right place. And then again, how to get it to where you want it to be is going to be the part where you guys have to go in as individual players and kind of test it out. But it's very easy, it's very simple, and I'm going to help you guys understand and figure out a way to do that for yourself that fits the best possible way. So sensitivity, what is it? Basically, sensitivity is how fast your character, how fast the camera angle, your point of view is going to shift from one area to the next. So if I'm looking up or I'm looking down, it's how fast my player is going to look up or down. So there's as simple as that. How fast my player will look up and down, or how fast he'll look right or left. So if we're trying to configure that, and trying to figure out what the best way to go about that is, we're talking about reaction speed. Not reaction speed in the aspect that, hey, how fast you as a person can move your joysticks and react to another person who's shooting or whatnot, but basically how quickly your point of view is going to react to your movement of joystick. Basically, if you're looking up or down, left or right. So if we're talking sensitivity, in previous Call of Duties, there was only one set sensitivity function, and you can go, I think, between like numbers 1 and 10 or something like that. They made it limited, but also very simple and easy. Nowadays, and this is in World War II, we have something a little bit more in depth, and that's vertical and horizontal sensitivity. And that horizontal and vertical sensitivity is basically, again, how fast, if we're talking about horizontal, how fast you're going to spin, meaning how fast you're going to look left or right as a player, and vertical, how fast you're going to look up and down as a player. I don't recommend configuring these and messing around with them. I usually say, hey, put them on the same level. But if you're a player who feels like, hey, I'm not turning as fast as I want to turn, be my guest, mess around with that horizontal sensitivity. That's going to help you out. If it's going to help you become better, mess around with it, configure it, because maybe you are able to configure that to a setting that's going to help you gain more kills and help you do better. Now, if we're talking about vertical, if you feel like, hey, I'm not looking up and down as fast as I want, then mess around with the vertical. You know, the vertical is going to go ahead and help you kind of assess and maneuver however quickly or slowly you as a player need to look up and down. And again, the option for messing around with both of them is open for that reason, so that you guys can play around with it, so you guys can mess around with it and figure out what's best for you as a player. So if we're talking about sensitivity, what are we thinking? We're thinking high sensitivity, low sensitivity. A common misconception on that is high sensitivity does not make you a better player. It doesn't. High sensitivity just allows you to react faster. Now, if we're talking about low sensitivity also doesn't make you a better player. It just helps you to have better precision. So what you want is you want a good balance. You want a balance of good precision for you, as well as good reaction speed for you. Your reaction speed and your precision is going to be different than my reaction speed and my precision. I had to go through a lot of different trial and error to figure out what I enjoy, what I played on best. I thought it was 13-13, and I ended up changing it and messing around with it over a variety of games and figured out the 10-10 is the best possible sensitivity for me. And the reason that is just because I feel like I move a little slower, but I get more shots. I'm able to hit my target a lot more easily. So, here are the things that I want to help you guys to come to understand. What is it that you guys can do as a player to become better, as well as understand your optimal sensitivity? There's 3 things that you're able to do. The first thing is to go into a private match against bots. I'm going to explain that to you in just a second. The second thing is to go into a firing range and then shoot targets. I'm also going to explain that to you. And the third thing that you can do is to play in actual matches. And I'll talk to you guys about that in a second as well. I just wanted to give you the list so that you knew what it was. The first thing about playing against bots. Here's what you can do to play against bots. I know it sounds kind of boring and kind of tedious, but trust me, pros do it all the time to get better accuracy, get better precision, to learn their sensitivity, as well as just to kind of warm up. It's a very good way to warm up. And this is probably going to be my most recommended option. So if you're looking for what's the best possible way, try this out. Go into a lobby and into a private match, custom match by yourself, and you're going to load up a few bots. Usually somewhere between 8 and 10. If you feel like that's too much, it's okay, you can lower it a little bit, but you want to feel challenged by the amount of players in the lobby, but you don't want to feel challenged by their skill. So you usually put the bots on like novice or just easy. You just want it to be really easy. You don't want it to be difficult. You just want to be able to shoot the bots whenever they come at you, so that you can continuously have multiple people coming at you from different directions and move around your character as quickly as you can. So you're going to put the bot's health on somewhere between 150 to 200. What this is going to do for you is not only when you go into a regular match are you going to be shredding through enemies easily, because you've been playing against bots who have like 150 to 200 health, but this is going to help you learn how to consistently stay on a target and how to continuously shoot. All in the while you're messing with your sensitivity, learn that, hey, my sensitivity feels a little weird, or hey, I like the way that my sensitivity is feeling. I like the way I'm moving around as a character. You're going to want to do this for at least 5 minutes minimum. You can do it for longer, you can do it on rotation, you can do it multiple times a day. Again, this is going to help you become better as a player, so do it as much as you desire. But your sensitivity wise, you're going to want to do it for at least 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a game. And the reason I say do it 5 minutes is because that's going to give you enough time to get used to the sensitivity. Your body has to get used to how fast your player is moving, and it's not going to get used to it just in like a minute or two. You have to give it a little bit of time. So that's going to be the first thing, playing in a private match against bots. So if you're going to do that option, do it in an open map like London Docks or Ardennes Forest, where there's a variety of routes so people can come at you. If you're on London Docks, stay in the middle near the statue, and if you're on Ardennes Forest, try to stay in the middle of the pathway where the snow is at, so that bots can come at you from all directions. Second option, going into a firing range. If you're talking firing range, try to go against, grab a gun that you enjoy and shoot a target that's about medium range out. Not something too close, not something too far out, and you're just going to want to shoot different targets and constantly move from target to target and get used to shooting those targets. That's going to help you control your recoil for the gun that you're using, as well as understand the sensitivity that you're using. The reason being is because you're constantly moving your joystick left, right, up, and down, and you're messing around your sensitivity, so it's going to help you come to understand the functions of that sensitivity that you're on, how fast it moves, how slow it moves, how fluid you are as a player when you're using it. And lastly, playing in a match. So anybody can just go into a match and change your sensitivity. The reason I don't recommend this one so much is just because it's gonna lower your kill death ratio. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult as well, but you can do this. This is something that you can do if you feel more confident that you'll do okay. And if you're only moving it like one up or one down, it's fine. Go into a match and just play, you know, play some free-for-all, play some team deathmatch, do some stuff, and just shred through some enemies and do your best to understand how you enjoy playing. Because that's another big thing. You know, how do you like playing? Do you like to sit back? Do you like to rush? What is it that you like to do? Do you like to use a submachine gun? Kind of like in my last video I was talking about, finding your groove. This is going to help you understand where your sensitivity needs to be at, because it's going to tell you how fast you need to react and how fast you need to kind of maneuver your way down the path. So those three things there are going to be your top your top options for figuring out how best you can configure your sensitivity. Alright guys, and again, thank you so much for just watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like button. And again, I'll see all of you beautiful faces later. Remember those options. You guys can do it. Keep up the grind. Zor out.